Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to do a fun video talking all about the baby products I just don't use. I have 3 children now. I am having a 4th. I am currently in my 3rd trimester, so I'm starting to think about all the baby things, all the things that I need, all the things that I don't need. And I wanted to kind of share my insight with you guys because I am a mom of 3 and I feel like I've been through this a few times, and so I will tell you basically products that I really didn't think I needed or I bought and I never used that were a waste of money. So let's just dive right into the list. And just before we get started, I know some of these items on here are going to be favorites for some of you, or you might not agree with it, and that's totally fine. This is just what I have not personally enjoyed. And so I will dive into 15 baby products that I really don't think you should spend your money on, or I didn't find very valuable for the amount of money we spent on them. Number 1 is going to be the Bumbo Sit Me Up seat. I tried so many times with this one. I actually had a Bumbo seat for 2 of my kids, and it sat in our closet, and we never ever used it, and so we consigned it. The reason why I do not like the Bumbo Sit Me Up seat is because I feel like it puts the child in a very awkward position, and I didn't really like that about the seat. The second thing that we aren't really going to be using for baby number 4 is going to be pacifiers. Now, many of you might think that is crazy. I could never live without my pacifier, but we've managed to never do pacifiers for 3 kids. Reason being, they just never liked them. And I tried so many times with my first, I tried with my second, and then I gave up by my 3rd. So we've just done baby stuff without pacifiers. And so I was tempted to buy them this time, and then I thought, no, why do I need to do that? I'm not going to go there. I'm just going to do what I always have done with the other kids and call it good. Number 3, and I'm so horrified. I actually think I gifted this to somebody back before I had kids, but we are not doing a wipe warmer. Wipe warmers really don't serve a purpose for so many reasons. I think they're expensive. I also think that when you're out on the go, you're not going to be able to plug in your wipe warmer, and the baby's not going to be used to a cold wipe versus a warm wipe. I'm not going to be at my house all day, every day near my wipe warmer when I'm changing a diaper, and so I just want to use regular wipes and not hassle with refilling it, making sure it's plugged in, all that sort of thing. The 4th thing we're not going to be using is fancy swaddles. I really just don't think that they're worth the hassle, mainly because 3 of my kids just didn't like them. I bought the Swaddle Me, the Velcro swaddles, all sorts of different swaddles, and they never liked any of them. The only swaddle that's really worked is the stretchy swaddles, and those are awesome. We also like the muslin swaddles, and so just basic blankets that we can swaddle the kids in when they're newborns. It's worked better than all of the fancy contraptions. Number 5 is the grass drying rack. I did have this with my first. I didn't really use it that much. I just used to clean my bottles like everybody. I'd put it in the dishwasher and then I'd let them dry. I was always really annoyed by the way it looked on the counter. I really free open space on the counter. And so I didn't really like having that big grass rack on the counter. The same goes for a dishwasher bin or a bottle sterilizer or bottle sterilizer bags, or any of that sort of thing, a formula maker. For me, I don't really want to hassle with the extra stuff on the counter. Less is totally more, especially the more kids you have, the less you have to maintain, the less you have to clean, the less you have to buy. It just all kind of adds up. Next on the list is a nursing pillow. I had a nursing pillow with my first, and then I found it to be just in the way a lot. I know a lot of people like to use it to prop the baby up for tummy time after they get a little bit older. For me, it just was in the way a lot. I usually just nurse in my bed with a pillow propped under my arm, or I just try to get as comfortable as I can on a couch, roll up a blanket under me. I never really need the nursing pillow. Whenever the baby needs to nurse, I will nurse if I'm in the kitchen or on the couch or in our bed, or if we're upstairs playing, wherever we might be, I will just nurse. And so to always have that pillow, it's just too hard for me to keep track of. Next item I will not be using for baby is special baby detergent. I believe Dreft is a brand. I'm sure it's great. I just don't have time to sort laundry with 4 children and a husband. I just feel like I'm doing laundry, we're bulking it together, we do the kids together, we do my husband and I's together, and we use unfragranced laundry pods, and it works for us. I did an entire year of using just the Eco Egg, and I will link that in the video above if you guys want to watch that. But I did a full year basically without laundry detergent for my kids, for my husband, for myself, and it was pretty interesting, the outcome. Number 8 on the list is a baby changing table. My mom and I just had this conversation last night. She thinks I should get one because it's just cheap and I need a place to change the baby. But I don't like these for so many reasons. One of them is they are single-use items. So basically what I mean by that is they are only used for changing table things. I don't like items that are only serving one purpose in a nursery, especially if it's gonna take up a lot of room. What I'm gonna do is just bring our dresser from my third son's room down, put a changing pad on top of it, and call it a changing table. Number 9 might surprise you guys. It kind of surprised me when I got rid of mine, but I am so much happier without this thing in my life. I will say it has saved me so much time and it is just a lot better. Do away with your diaper pail. They smell really bad after time, and every time you open them, the whole room smells like a poopy diaper. It's really gross. And I just found it to be a lot easier if a baby has a blowout or a poopy diaper, just take it out to the trash can. Next on my list is going to be Drool bibs and shoes. This is mainly for newborn babies, like 0 to like 6 months. Babies don't walk, so they don't need shoes. If you are looking at all these cute baby shoes, get it for 12 months and up, or even 18 months and up, and then you can really get your use out of the shoes. And as far as the Drool bibs, everybody's different in this area. I just found my kids would always rip them off and I could never keep them on. And they were just one more thing I had to launder, one more thing I had to put away. And I didn't really have that drooly of babies. I did have babies that spit up a lot, but nonetheless, I just used a burp cloth, or I wiped their shirt off, or I just changed their shirt. Coming in at number 11 is going to kind of contradict what I said before, but I'm not gonna go overboard on these. This is the burp cloths. I know when I had my first son, I think I had like 25 burp cloths. It was crazy. I had way too many burp cloths. I probably used 3 of them. And so this time around, I have 2. Number 12 could be controversial. I'm not sure. For me, I never once have used these with 3 babies, and I will not be using it with 4. Baby mittens they don't work. My kids rip them off. They're annoying. I just like to watch their nails and clip them or file them down. If I feel like they're getting long and they might scratch their faces, I'm either nursing or swaddling or wearing. And so the mittens just never have really applied. Number 13 is fancy baby clothes for 0 to 3 months. Now, I don't personally have a girl, and I don't know what this baby is going to be. So we don't know. We could have a girl, we could have a boy. But for the 3 boys that I had, we just didn't use the fancy baby outfits for 0 to 3 months. Maybe like one time for Christmas or something, but it was never a priority for me to buy a lot of fancy outfits. If you are doing pajamas, I would highly recommend that you just do zip-up pajamas. And if you have any cute snap-up pajamas, just consign them or sell them right now before the baby's born. I promise you, you will not want to be snapping 25 snaps at 2 in the morning when you can't see anything and you're super tired. I think for my kids, I have every single size 0 to 12 months of jammies completely zipped. Number 14 is a fancy baby bassinet. So I'm talking about the snoo. I just don't feel like it's worth the money with how short the baby will be sleeping in it. Last but certainly not least is an item that I kind of had a hard time putting on this list, but I wanted to put it on the list because I used it for my first, I didn't use it for my second or my third, and I'm not going to be using it for my fourth. That's the Owlet. It's a baby sock monitor that monitors their oxygen levels, their breathing, their heart rate, everything that you might need to know about your baby as they sleep. Now, I do know a lot of people, this has saved their babies, and this is super, super crucial for a new mom who might be sleep deprived and just unsure of how her baby is sleeping and breathing and just trying to get to know their baby. And so for me, I had it for my first child and I really, really liked it. I thought it was very helpful. It gave me peace of mind. It helped me sleep better at night. And I don't know what changed in me, but the second child came and I think I just got more comfortable, and they slept in our room for the first 4 months. And so I was very much close to the baby for quite a while, especially in those early days. And so for this child, I'm not going to be using the Owlet monitor. However, I did contemplate whether I should buy it or not used because I'm going to be really tired with 3 kids under 4 and a newborn baby. I was just thinking maybe it's a good idea, but right now I'm not going to. If I feel like I'm in a place where I'm just not being safe, or if something happens with sleep and I just feel like I can't stay awake, nursing, things like that, I'll gauge it pretty quickly to see if I need to get the Owlet. But it's not something that I would say is negative or a waste of money by any means. It's just something that is a popular topic for many parents right now. It's a popular item to buy, and I'm just not going to be buying it this time around. So that is my list of 15 baby products I will not be using for my kid, coming up number 4 in just a few short months. And I look forward to seeing you around the house in another video. So if you do like this, feel free to like and subscribe and follow along on the journey. See you next time.